from Hillsboro this evening, which there was without any further ado, let's get to the second feature of our triple feature this evening. We have our Hillsboro ladies. We will start with them in alternating action. We have a 5-4 freshman, number 0, or Nickerson, a 5-5 junior, number 2, for Hillsboro, a 5-2 sophomore, number 5, Kingsley Wrestle. For the Panthers, 5-4 senior, number 10, Ayla For the Lady Trojans, the 5-9 senior, number 11, Ansley Brewer. For the Panthers, 5-7 senior, number 15, Avery. For Hillsboro, a 5-11 senior, number 21, Savannah Shanahan. For the Lady Panthers, a 5-6 senior, number 24, Destiny Hahn. Rounding it out for the Lady Trojans, a 6-1 senior, number 22, Xavier Hurd. And for the Lady Panthers, the lady in the paint, 5-10 senior, number 43, Felice Abernathy. Hillsboro coached by Michael Ressler, assisted by Dennis Holt and Tina Lowe. Panthers are coached by Hannah Scott, assisted by Taylor Bauman and Hannah Stanley.
Hello, we are just about to begin tonight's game. We have the Nickerson Panthers versus the Lady Trojans here. Tip-off is set to begin in just a few moments. Abernathy tipping it off for the Panthers here against number 21 from Hillsboro.
Hillsboro wins the toss. Worth with the ball. To Worth. Worth with the ball. Over to Worth. Up to Ratzliff. Over to Worth in the corner. She pump fake. Dribbles. To number 21. Her shot is up. And no good. Rebound. Panthers.
Abernathy taking it down court with the pass over actually to Morrell. Morrell with ball at the top of the key with pass over to Hambrick. Hambrick to Anchez. Anchez back to Hambrick. Hambrick to Destiny. Destiny to Hambrick. Hambrick to Morrell. Morrell over to Pons. Pons with pass over to number 10, Anchez. Anchez over to Hambrick. Hambrick back to Pons. Pons taking it to the top here. Passes it over to Anchez. Anchez over to Abernathy. Abernathy to Hambrick. Hambrick back to Abernathy. Abernathy passes it back over to Morrell. Morrell to Pons. Pons to Morrell. Back over to Pons. Pons puts it up, unable to get the shot.
Hillsboro across the timeline. To Worth. To number 11. To 21. Over to Ratzliff. Her shot is up and it's no good. Rebound number 11. Her shot is no good as well. Worth to the corner to Worth. She goes up. The shot is no good again. Number 21 with the rebound. Her shot is no good. Ratzliff with the three. Her shot is good.
And that's a three by Kingsley Ratzliff.
Morrell taking it down for the Panthers here. Morrell over to Hambrick. Hambrick loses control for a moment, passes it over to Pons. Pons from the top of the key. Takes it up. Unable to get a shot off there, but Anchez with the rebound, puts it up, unable to get it there. Pons recovers. Gets the shot off and gets the foul here. Looking to make it another three. Pons unable to make this one go in as Trojans recover. Trojans passing it around over here. Put it back and forth, leads to another 2 points for the Lady Trojans. As Morrell takes it down court. Morrell over to Abernathy. Abernathy to Hambrick. Hambrick back over to Abernathy. Abernathy with a big pass, gets intercepted by the Trojans.
Worked with the steal. Her shot is up and fouled. The basket counts.
Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Brings our score here 2-7, 22 on
And for
the
Hillsboro, number 25,
shot.
Charlie Yost, and number 30, Benjamin Bailey.
Rebound by the Trojans. Her shot is up and no good. The second attempt is good.
Morrell taking it down court for the Lady Panthers here. Morrell with a big pass over to Hambrick. Hambrick over to Abernathy. Abernathy tries to put it up, unable to make this one go in. Morrell throwing it in for the Panthers here. Passes it over to Abernathy. Abernathy puts it up, doesn't get it in. Trojans collect the rebound.
Trojans up the court, Worth with the ball, and the number out to 21. Her shot is up, and it's good. Timeout, Nickerson. Their first charge timeout of the half with 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. The Lady Panthers trail 11-2.
Join us here after the game on the same stream for the senior night festivities, giving recognition to all the seniors throughout NHS and the winter activities. Getting back into action here with 4 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Morrell taking it down court for the Panthers here. Morrell passes it over to Pons. Pons over to Anchez. Anchez to Morrell. Morrell over to Hambrick. Hambrick back to Anchez. Anchez back to Morrell. Morrell over to Pons. Pons over to Morrell. Morrell back to Pons. Pons over to Anchez. Anchez over to Hambrick. Hambrick to Pons. Pons puts it up. Shot's no good.
Out of bounds on the Trojans. Nickerson retains.
Morrell throwing it in for the Panthers here. Passes it into Pons. Pons trying to create some momentum here. Pass over to Hambrick. Hambrick puts it up. Shot's no good. Trojans with the rebound.
Worth bringing the ball up the court. Over to Worth in the corner. Back to Worth at the top of the key. Over to number 30 to number 25. Number 21 cutting down the lane. The shot is up and no good. Great rebound by the Lady Panthers.
Morrell taking it down here. Morrell over to Pons. Pons puts it up. Shot's no good. Pons with her own rebound. Puts it up again, but collects the foul.
Going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Morrell, Pons from the foul line. First shot is good. Pons looking to turn the score to 4. Shot also is good. Trojans with the ball now.
Worth bringing the ball across the timeline. Over to number 30, Gloth. Back to Worth. To number 5. Number 5 in the corner to number 11. Her shot is up and is no good.
Morrell taking it down court here. Utilizes screen set by Hambrick. Takes it over to the key. Passes it over to Anchez. Anchez pass back to Morrell. Morrell takes it to the top. Passes it over to Pons. Pons puts it up. No good.
Jump ball stays with the Lady
Jump ball
Panthers.
possession arrow to the Nickerson Panthers.
Into the
Worth
ball game
checking
for
in.
Hillsboro. Maya Worth.
Abernathy with the ball, puts it up. Shot's no good. Pons collects the offensive rebound, tries to throw it back, loses it. Trojans take back possession.
Worth with the ball in the corner. Back to Worth. Worth with the offensive rebound, and it's up and good.
Morrell taking the ball down once again.
22, Xavier Worth with the bucket.
Morrell passes it off to Pons. Pons looks to put it up.
There's a foul for a hand check on the Trojans. Just their fourth team foul.
Hillsboro, number 2, Ella Patusik.
Patusik checking in for the game for Hillsboro. Morrell, 2 handbrake. She double dribbles. Worth bringing the ball up the court to Patusik. Number 22, Worth. To Worth. To the corner, to baseline. Back to the top of the key. To the corner. To the corner. Back to the top of the key. To Worth. Shot is up and it's good. Ratza for 3.
Pons tosses it into Morrell. He's taking it down court here. Meets number 5. Passes it off to Pons. Number 24. 24 back to Morrell. Morrell passes it over to Hambrick. Hambrick looks to put it up last second. Unable to get it going.
16, Nickerson 4.
Not a lot of offense moving for the Panthers here. Score sits 4-16 at the end of the first quarter. Looking to be back as action in the second quarter is about to begin. Number 11 for the Trojans passes it in over to 22. 22 to 21. 21 puts the shot up. Unable to get it go in. Panthers collect the rebound.
Morrell bringing the ball across the timeline to Bankston. Back to Morrell. Tries to get the ball to Abernathy. And it stays with the Lady Panthers. Morrell inbounding the ball to Hambrick. Back to Morrell. To Onchez. She drives. To Bankston. She drives as well. To Hambrick. To Morrell. She dribble, hands off to Onchez. Morrell back with the ball. She dribbles, hands it off to Bankston, and is stolen.
Trojans taking it down court, passes it over to number 22. 22 to 0. 0 over into the paint, passes it over to 21. 21 puts it up, and this is good. We're going to score 4 to 18.
Morrell with the ball to Onchez. Onchez dribbled to the top of the key. To Bankston. To Hamrick at the top of the key. Morrell with the ball again, hands it off to Banks, and she drives. Her shot is up and no good.
0 collects the rebound here. Passes it over to number 22. 22 puts it into the paint, puts it up. That's another 2 points for the Trojans.
Abernathy with the ball. She's looking to pass it, hands it off to Bankston. Bankston turns and passes it to Morrell. To Onchez. Back to Bankston. Back to Morrell. To Hamrick. Her shot is up and long.
22 taking it down court for the Trojans here. Takes it into the paint, passes it out. Passes it over to number 0 here. 0 with the pass back to number 5. 5 passes it over to the right side. Back to 5, over to 0. 0 to 21. 21 over to 22. Passes it over to 0. 0 puts it over. And number 11 over to 0. 0 with the big pass over to 5. 5 over to 21. 21 puts it up. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound. Back over to 0. 0 to 22. 22 puts it up. Also no good. This time Panthers ball.
Panthers bringing the ball across the court. To Morrell. To Bankston. To Abernathy. She dribbles. To Morrell. She shots up and is blocked. Out to Onchez. Over to Morrell. She dribbles back to Khalees Abernathy. Khalees driving, spinning. Shot is up and it is just short.
Number 22 taking it down here for the Trojans with a big pass over to 0. 0 with a bounce pass over. No good. Puts the shot up again. Time she's going to be fouled here, number 21.
Number 21, Savannah Shahan puts the bucket in. Going to the free throw line to shoot 1.
Brings the score 4-22 as number 21, Sahan, has turned this into 4-23.
Number 30, Bailey Boyd, and number 20.
Her shot is up, and it is long. Great rebound by number 10, Ayla Onchez. Destiny Pons with the ball driving to Bankston. She dribbles around back to Pons. Pons with the ball again. Spinning, shot is up and no good. Foul on Morrell.
Trojans taking the ball down here with a big pass over to number 2. 2 puts it into the paint to 21. 21 with a smaller pass over to number 25. Loses control here. Bankston collects the rebound. So lose it again over to 21. 21 puts it over to 0. 0 over to 2. 2 back to 0. 0 into the paint to 21. 21 outside to 2. 2 puts it up. It's no good. They collect the offensive rebound, puts it up again, also no good. Put it up again, it's also no good. Puts it up one final time to get 2 points for that offensive drive.
Pons bringing the ball up the court. Pons dribbling the ball down the baseline. and she turns it over. Double dribble called on the Trojans.
Panthers keeping possession here.
Bankson inbounding the ball to Pons. Pons to Abernathy. Her shot is up and it's long.
Trojans collect the rebound here. Passes it over to Zero. Zero with a big pass over. Gets it right back. Passes it over to 30. 30 back to Zero. Zero back to 30. 30 passes it into the paint. Pass over to Zero. Zero puts it up. First shot is no good. 25 collects the rebound. Puts it up, and this time it is good.
Number 11, Ansley Brewer checking back.
Timeout, Panthers. It's a full timeout. Panthers are trailing 26-4 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The leading scorer for the Trojans is number 21. Sahan, and the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers is Pons with 4 points.
Not a lot of offensive momentum being built here in the first half. The Panthers are going to want a shot to even stay competitive in this game. They're going to need to be able to put some points up on the board for the final 2 minutes here, along with coming in with a new sense of urgency in the second half.
Panther Pride selling some shirts and paraphernalia out there. Go get you some blue and gold.
Action about to begin again here in the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds of this first half. Lady Panthers coming into this game 5-12. The Lady Trojans coming into this game 15-1.
Pons bringing the ball up the court to Abernathy. Her shot is up and it is good. Great play coming out of the timeout by the Lady Panthers.
.22 in the paint, passes it out for the number 2, 2 over to 0, 0 back to 22, 22 passes it back out to 0, 0 passes it over to 30, 30 to 11, 11 back to 30, 30 over to 2, 2 over to 0, 0 with the bounce pass to 11, 11 over to 30, 30 at the top of the key, passes it 22, 22 to 2, 2 passes it back to 22 in the paint. 22 puts it up, able to get this shot to go in. And a foul is going to give her the opportunity to turn this into a 3-point play.
Adelaide Morrell returning to the Panther lineup.
22 looking to turn her 6 points on the night into 7 here. Could extend the lead to 29. Shot goes up, and it is good.
Number 21, Savannah Sheehan, back in the Lady Trojan lineup.
Pons to inbound, or Banks and inbound the ball to Pons. Pons bringing the ball up the court to Abernathy. Her shot is good. Rebound by Pons. Great hustle by the Lady Panthers.
Abernathy taking a harder fall there as 22 collects the rebound and takes it down for the Trojans here. Passes it over to 2 to get it right back. Signals to 30. 30 over to 20, 20 over to 22. 22 with the 3. It's no good as the ball goes out. Possession, Lady Panthers.
And in the Hillsboro lineup, number
ball up the court. The Lady Panthers are looking for the last second shot this half. Pons with the ball. She goes up and should have been fouled. Great rebound by Avery Hambrick. Morrell with the ball at the top of the key to Bankston. 6 seconds remaining. And your halftime score, Hillsboro Trojans 29 and your Lady Panthers 6.
Sponsor logos are displayed on the school table screen throughout the game. Thanks again to all our sponsors. Go Panthers! There's a full concession stand available. Pizza, nachos, popcorn, candy, water, Gatorade, and pop. Restrooms are also located in the front foyer of the gym. Chick-fil-A is back, along with full pork sandwiches from Hickory Snack. Go out and get some goodies. Hello everyone, I am here with Coach Bruce tonight and we're going to have a pregame interview. Hello Coach Bruce, how are you doing?
Doing well, doing well.
Okay, I have a few questions. So, what are the keys to a win tonight against the Hillsboro Trojans?
So I think first off, it comes from kind of stemming from our last two games. You know, we played pretty well for the most part, but there's been one major category we've been lacking in, and that's rebounding. We got to be able to rebound the ball defensively and close out possessions, whether with a defensive rebound or a turnover, and then scrape a few second chance points together and get some easy ones inside.
Yes. Also, who are we going to need to have a big game tonight, offensively and defensively?
Taylor England's been great for us here these last really 3 or 4 games, scoring in double figures, but we need someone to step up, and I think a couple guys that could do that tonight are Skylar Wakefield, Jay Herron, Alex King, Garrett Crossman. We got a lot of guys scoring around 4 to 6 points. We need to get 2 or 3 guys into double figures, even if that's 10, 11, 12 points, just someone's going to have to step up and help carry the load offensively. And defensively, I'm really excited to see both Riley Lynn and Alex King, battle on the inside. We've really been challenging them about closing out possessions from a defensive rebounding perspective, and seeing how well they step up tonight.
Yes, I agree with that. Also, who are you worried about for the Hillsboro Trojans offensively?
Offensively, they're, it's kind of a little bit of a change of scenery for them. Obviously, culture-wise, tradition-wise, it's always been there for them. Not having, graduating all-league player Brecken Ratzlaff from last year's team is a big hit offensively for them. They're kind of in the same boat with us about how, you have 5 or 6 guys who any night could be scoring in the double figures. So we're just going to have to play really good team basketball and make sure we keep everyone in check and, again, finish out defensive possessions.
Yes, I agree with that. What is a goal that you have offensively tonight?
Offensively, I would really enjoy, something we saw on film was that we've been doing a lot better job in transition, at least trying to get into transition. I think tonight with the opportunities we have against this group, I think we can get some easy transition points. And that's not even off of turnovers, but off of defensive rebound, again, closing out possessions first. But then let's throw it ahead and go score and get running. We don't have the biggest team, but we have a very quick and fast team. And so trying to use that to our advantage and go get some easy ones in transition, spark up a little bit of fun.
Yes. That will conclude our pregame show with Coach Bruce. Thank you and best of luck.
and welcome back as the action is set here to begin in just a few moments with Panthers in possession of the ball. It looks like Pons is going to be tossing it in here. Tosses it in to Adelie Morrell. Takes it down court for the Panthers. Guarded by number 5. Passes it over to Hambrick. Hambrick back to Morrell. Morrell over to 33, Abernathy. Abernathy to Onchez. Onchez passes it over to Pons. Pons over to Morrell. Morrell to Abernathy. Abernathy looks to put it up. Unable to get it off here, but a foul is called. Abernathy will go to the line.
Abernathy puts Police on the line, shooting 2.
Looking to turn her 2 points into 4 here. First shot is no good. Has 1 left here on the line. Puts up the second. This time it goes in. Puts the score 7-29. The Panthers are trying to get rid of this deficit here. Trojans take the ball. Passes it over to 0-0 with the pass over to 2 back to 22.
Over to number 5. Back to number 22. To number 5, back to 22. She drives and kicks to number 0. Back to number 22. 22 has touched the ball about 5 times in this position. Shot is up and no good. Great defensive rebound by Destiny Pons.
Pons starts to take the ball back down here for the Panthers. Abernathy sets the screen. Pons passes it to Abernathy. Abernathy puts it up. Unable to go in as Trojans collect the rebound.
Worth bringing the ball up the court. She goes coast to coast but gets blocked by Khalees Abernathy.
Leaves Morrell with the ball down court as she starts taking it up for the Panthers. Sends a big pass over to Onchez. Gets intercepted by number 22.
22 bringing the ball up the court to number 0. Her shot is up and it is good.
Number 0, Maya Worth for 3.
Morrell taking the ball down court once again for the Lady Panthers here. Passes it over to Onchez. Onchez tries to get to Abernathy. Gets taken by the Trojans.
Worth over to Worth. She goes in the corner, gets doubled, and she almost turns the ball over. Rebound by number 2. Shot is up and good by number 21.
Pons tosses it into Morrell. Morrell once again taking it down court here for the Panthers. Passes it over to Pons. Pons over to Onchez. Onchez over to Hambrick. Hambrick over to Pons. Pons over to Abernathy. Abernathy tries to put it up. 22 tosses it back down. They collect the rebound. Puts it up. And that's going to mark 2 for the Hillsboro Trojans. Morrell with ball. Passes it over to Pons. Pons over to Onchez. Onchez to Hambrick at the top of the key. Over to Pons. Pons over to Morrell. Morrell back to Hambrick.
Into the Hillsboro lineup, number 2.
It's like a double dribble there. Trojans take back the ball. Brings the score 7-36. Trojans balls. 25 passes it in to number 22.
22 bringing the ball up the court to number 21. Her shot is up and no good. Defensive rebound by Khalees Abernathy.
Abernathy passes it over to Morrell here. Morrell at the top of the key, passes it over to Onchez. Onchez over to Abernathy. Abernathy looks to put it up, unable to make this one go in as the Trojans collect the rebound and starts taking it back down court here.
Worth with the ball. She kicks it to number 2. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound by number 30 into number 21. Her shot is up and good.
Savannah Shane with the bucket.
Morrell with ball. Uses a screen set by Pons, passes it back over to Pons. Pons looks to put it up. Looks like a foul's going to be called here. She's unable to make these shots go in. First shot goes in. Brings the score 8. Trojans lead by 30 as Pons still on the line. Looking for a second shot here.
And up is in, and it is good. Trojans bringing the ball up the court, across the timeline to number 2 in the corner. She dribbles, passes it to number 11, over to number 30. Her shot is up and no good. Off of number 25, Nickerson basketball.
Into the Panther lineup, number 5, Taylor Group.
Growth coming in for Anches here. Growth hasn't seen much varsity minutes this past year. Pons starts taking ball down court here. Pons passes it over to Abernathy. Abernathy tries to pass it back to Pons. Gets tipped off and taken by the Lady Trojans here. Trojans have possession of the ball, number 11. Looking to be throwing it into number 0 here. 0 starts taking it down court for the Lady Trojans.
Lady Trojans, she crossed the court. Buck up to the top of the key to number 0. Cross court to number 2. Back to 0. Number 30 with the ball. To number 23. Her shot is up and no good. She goes up again and is fouled.
Number 25, Talia Joseph will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Number 25 with 2 points on the night, looking to turn that into 4 here. First shot goes in, turns the score 9-39. Trojans lead by 30. Second shot also goes in, sends the score to 9-40. Trojans lead by 31. Pons taking it down court here. Pass over to Bankston. Bankston over to Growth. Growth to Pons. Pons looks to put it up. This time it's good. Brings the score 11-40.
Hillsboro bringing the ball up the court to the number 10 in the corner. Back to number 0 at the top of the key. Back to number 10. Her shot is up and it's short off the Trojans.
Panthers ball here as Bankston looks to pass it in for the Lady Panthers here. Passes it in to Destiny Pons, who begins to take it down court. Pons trying to get her offense moving here. Passes it over to Hambrick. Hambrick to Bankston. Bankston passes it over to Pons here. Pons from the top, drives it into the paint, tries to put it up. Unable to make this shot go in as Trojans collect the rebound, begin the descent down court.
Ball is to number 0, over to number 2, back to number 0, to 10. into the short corner to 11. To high post number 2, her shot is up and no good. Offensive rebounds by the Trojans, and the basket is good.
Brings the score 11 to 42 here. As Bankson takes it down court for the Panthers. Bankson passes it over to Abernathy. Abernathy looks to put it up. This shot is good. And she's going to go back to the line, trying to turn this 2-play into a 3. Abernathy with 5 points on the night.
And they launches return to the Panther lineup. Several Lady Trojans just came on in.
Shot is good.
Trojans bring the ball up the court. It is Zaylee Worth. She's standing at the top of the key, looking for a last-second shot. Worth holding the ball up there. The Panthers are sitting back. Onches to go up and guard her.
They began passing it back and forth here, trying to drain out the rest of the clock. Passes it over to 5. 5 back to 22, who holds it at the top. Starts the movement when Morrell starts giving a little bit of pressure just to pass it off again.
Number 22 is going to shoot the 3. Deflected by Ayla Onches. With 4.9 seconds remaining, we need to watch number 22. Her shot is up and it is no good.
The little buzzer beater here for the Trojans extends the score by 3. 14 to 45 with 1 quarter left in today's game. Panthers coming into this one 5 and 12. Hillsboro 15 and 1, looking to turn that 16 and 1 here, unless the Panthers are able to somehow manage to find around 30 plus points in their bag. Looking back as the action is set to begin here in just another few moments. Trojans ball. .22 over to 5. 5 back to 22. 22 passes it back over to 5. Back over to 22 at the top of the key. Passes it back over. Once again to 0. 0 to 22. 0. We're back to 0 again. Over to 21. 21 to 5. 5 puts it up. And it's good. Sends the score by 3 more.
Morrell bringing the ball up the court. Looking for Pons. Pons sets a screen for Onches. Onches to Abernathy. She goes up and kicks it out to Hambrick. Hambrick dribbles in the corner to Abernathy. Her shot is up and no good. Great offensive rebound by Destiny Pons.
Really fighting for that ball there. Drives it into the paint, unable to get it as 22 collects the rebound. Taking it down court for the Trojans. Big pass over to number 5. 5 over to 30, it looks like. Back to 22. 22 to 0. Back over to 22. 22 to 21. Puts it up and the shot's no good.
Great rebound by Adeline Morrell. She's dribbling the ball up the court. Nickerson looking to set up an offense. To Onches. Back to Morrell. Back to Onches. Back to Morrell. Back to Onches. over cross court to Hambrick. Looking for Pons. Over to Morrell. Her shot is up and no good.
22 collects another rebound. Again's taking it down court for the Trojans here. Passes over to number 5. 5 back to 22. 22 over to 0. 0 back to 22. 22 signaling to 0 to go to the corner here. Lobs it over to number 5. 5 over to 11. 11 to 0. 0 to 22. 22 to 5. 5 back to 22. Over to 0. Sends it back to 22. 22 to 11. Over to 5. 5 puts it over to 21. Sends it back over as they put the shot up. It's no good as Panthers collect the rebound here.
Morrell bringing the ball up the court. Over cross court to Hambrick. Hambrick to Pons. Pons in the corner. To Onches cross court pass. Back to Hambrick. Into Pons. She goes up and the shot is no good. Nice rebound by Khalees Abernathy. Her shot is up and no good as well.
It's 22 collects her third rebound in a row, it looks like. The timeout called.
Senior parents to meet in the southeast corner at this time. Senior parents, please go to the southeast corner.
Join us after the game here to enjoy the senior festivities for senior night. We give recognition to the seniors across NHS and some winter activities.
They don't do that for timeouts. It was just supposed to be a rotation timeout.
Trojans with the ball here. 0 at the top of the key. 0 passes it over to number 10. 10 back to 0. 0 across the court here. Who sends it back to 10. 10 over to 2. Back to 2. 2 has ball, sends it over to 10. 10 over to 2. 2 looks around, passes it right back to 10. 10 over to 0. 0 over to 2. 2 puts it up. That's good. Only good for 2. Scores now 14 to 50. Panthers ball. Pond forces a shot here. It's no good. Trojans collect the rebound. Big tumble after the ball goes towards the Lady Panthers. Pons kind of forces that. Growth on the sideline, looking to toss the ball in for the Panthers. Passes it over to number 10, Onches. Onches over to Hambrick. Hambrick to Pons in the paint. Pons tries to create space, can't find it. Passes it over to Hambrick. Hambrick puts it up. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound. Put it up again. Abernathy sends the ball across court to Grove. Grove sends it right back to Abernathy. Abernathy looks to try to go into the paint here, unable to create the momentum necessary. It's like a foul is called. Possession Panthers as Grove looks to throw it in for the Panthers once again. Grove to pass over to Pons. Pons looks to put it up for 3. Shot's no good. Trojans collect the rebound here. Trojans with the pass over to number 30. 30 passes it to 10. 10 sends it over to the paint. Puts it up. Going to mark another 2 points for the Trojans. Brings our score 14 to 52. Got a running clock here as the lead has exceeded 30 points with 14 to 52. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left as Grove passes it in over to Hambrick. Hambrick over to Pons. Pons over to Onches. Sanchez to Abernathy. Abernathy looks to send it up. Unable to make this shot. Goes in. As an offensive rebound is collected here. Sends it over to Pons. Pons puts it up. It gets fouled. Pons goes to the line here.
If she makes both of these free throws, it'll be double digits tonight with 10 points.
Pons already making up over half of the team's points here, which to decrease the deficit by a couple.
The first one is up, and it is good. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the game. The Panthers trail 52-15.
Pons still at the line here, trying to turn her 9 into 10. Subs have gone in for the Panthers here with a minute left. Skylar Lamas, Emily Martinez. It looks like after this shot, Pons will also be going out. Pons puts it up.
Pons finishes her night with 10
Now on the
points.
court, number 32, Shaylee Powell.
Shaylee Powell coming in for Pons.
A great ending to Pons' career at Nickerson High School, double digits. The Trojans are just looking to burn the clock out.
Now at this point of the game, it's the sportsman thing to do.
Well, I guess not. They just want to shoot the ball.
Said 52 wasn't enough for them. Looks to put it up again. Unable to make any of these shots here. Able to collect the offensive rebound.
Jump ball, possession error to stay.
Jump ball stays with Hillsboro.
We got 5 seconds and a running clock left here. This game is over for the Lady Panthers. Final score 15-52 with Destiny Pons, 10 points. Stay tuned for senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the season when we regretfully that honoring our seniors is what we're going to do tonight. Them and their parents, we have a few gifts for them. So to thank them for their years of service, we're going to have them come out with their people. First one, we have Police Abernathy. and National Honor Society for 4 years and choir 1 year. After high school, Police plans to become an elementary school teacher. Mia Burrell. Mia is the daughter of Brooke and Jason Burrell. Mia has been involved in cheer 4 years, Panther TV and yearbook 4 years, and baseball manager. After high school, Mia plans to be a member of the Hutchinson Dolls at HCC and major in business. Megan Boyles. Megan is accompanied tonight by her mother, Brandon Selfridge, and brother Logan. Megan has been involved in FKLA 3 years, Cancer TV 2 years, and yearbook for 2 years. After high school, Megan plans to attend HCC for 2 years, and then go to Fort Hays or WSU for a nursing degree. Natalie Cooper. Natalie is the daughter of Sean and Brandon Cooper. Natalie has been involved in Panther TV, yearbook, and cheer 4 years, and baseball manager 3 years. After high school, Natalie plans to attend HCC for a degree in business and pursue a real estate. Avery Ediger. Avery is the son of Angela and Jeffrey Ediger. Avery's been involved in band 4 years, jazz band 4 years, Hutchinson band 2 years, and musical 2 years. After high school, Avery plans to attend HCC for fire science as well as further his music career. Taylor England. Taylor is the son of Rick and Jody England. Taylor's been involved with football 2 years, cross country 2 years, basketball 4 years, and baseball 4 years. After high school, Taylor plans to attend HCC and study agriculture. Bella Finch. Bella is the daughter of Sarah Finch and AJ Finch. Bella's been involved in softball 4 years, basketball manager, Panther TV, and yearbook 3 years. After high school, Bella plans to attend Emporia State University, majoring in secondary education in English. Colton Giles. Colton is the son of Michelle Barnes. Colton has been involved in wrestling 4 years, band 4 years, baseball 3 years, football 2 years, and cross country 2 years. After high school, Colton will join the Marines. Emily Hall. Emily is the daughter of Mark and Amy Hall. Emily has been involved in cross country 4 years, track 4 years, cheer 3 years, FKLA 3 years, yearbook, and Panther TV 4 years. After high school, Emily plans to attend HCC and become a labor and delivery nurse. Avery Hamrick. Avery is the daughter of Terry Joe and Scott Hamrick. Avery has been involved in volleyball 4 years, basketball 4 years, softball 4 years, track 1 year, concert choir 3 years, madrigals 2 years, and studio 4 years. After high school, Avery will play volleyball at Bethel College and earn her social work degree. Jeremiah Merriman. Jeremiah is accompanied tonight by Coach Bruce. Jeremiah has been involved in track 3 years, basketball 2 years, and football 1 year. After high school, Jeremiah plans to attend HCC for track and a degree in criminal justice. Cameron Clark. Cameron is the son of Leland Clark. Cameron has been involved in band for 4 years and jazz band 4 years. After high school, Cameron plans to attend HCC to study HVAC. Hayden Kettle. Wrestling 2 years, track 3 years, band 4 years, and madrigals 3 years. After high school, Hayden plans to attend HCC for 2 years before transferring to K-State for an agronomy degree. Jordan Manuel. Jordan is the son of Ricky Allen Emmanuel. Jordan is accompanied by his parents and his sister, Peyton. Jordan has been involved in choir 2 years, forensics 2 years, madrigals 1 year, and FBLA 1 year. After high school, Jordan plans to attend college to become an accountant. Andrew Martin. Andrew is the son of Lee Gales and Robert Stroy. Andrew has been involved in madrigals for 2 years. After high school, Andrew plans to attend HCC for 2 years to complete his Gen Ed classes and then transfer to a 4-year school. Joe Martinez. Joe is the son of Amanda Knight. Joe has been involved in madrigals for 2 years. After high school, Joe plans to further his music career and make a difference in the world. Cadence Newman. Cadence is the daughter of Tanya and Jason Newman. Cadence has been involved in volleyball 4 years, band 4 years, concert band 4 years, basketball 2 years, managing 1, softball 3 years, National Honor Society 1 year, Stuco 3 years, and FBLA 1 year. After high school, Cadence plans to attend HCC for 2 years to finish her Gen Ed and then transfer to KU. Michael Colby. Michael is the son of Chris and Tara Colby. Michael's been involved in football 4 years, wrestling 4 years, and baseball 2 years. After high school, Michael plans to enter into an apprentice program to become an electrician. Bronson Nuss. Bronson is the son of Alta Hawkins and Jordan and Michelle Nuss. Bronson has been involved in baseball 4 years, basketball 3 years, basketball manager 1 year, and FBLA 2 years. After high school, Bronson plans to attend HCC to pursue a sports management degree. Ayla Anches. Ayla is the daughter of Aaron and Jason Anches. Ayla has been involved in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and Stuco 4 years, cheer 3 years, football 2 years, FBLA 2 years, National Honor Society 2 years, Panther TV 2 years, and choir 1 year. After high school, Ayla plans to attend HCC to become a radiology tech and continue on at WSU to become a physician's assistant. Destiny Pons. Destiny is the daughter of Destiny Hale. Destiny has been involved in volleyball, lettering, basketball 4 years, lettering, softball 3 years, lettering 3, track 3 years, lettering 3, FBLA serving as president and secretary, and Stuco serving as secretary and vice president all 4 years, National Honor Society 2 years, and FCCLA 1 year. After high school, Destiny plans to attend Wichita State for her bachelor's degree in pediatrics and further her career in track. Daniel Pride. Daniel is the son of Yolanda and Timothy Pride. Daniel's been involved in band and wrestling 4 years and forensics 3 years. After high school, Daniel plans to attend HCC to study graphic design and animation and transfer to WSU or Pitt State to finish his degree. Rhea Shaw. Rhea is the daughter of Sahara Shaw. Rhea has been involved in band, Stuco, tennis, and forensics 4 years, FBLA 3 years, and National Honor Society 2 years, madrigals 1 year. After high school, Rhea plans to attend KU to pursue the path of becoming a pediatrician. Jessica Shelton. Jessica is the daughter of Megan and Nolan Shelton. Jessica has been involved in madrigals 2 years, golf 4 years, musical 2 years, and the play 1 year. After high school, Jessica plans to attend HCC with an undecided major. Peyton Schultz. Peyton is the daughter of Jim and Michelle Schultz. Peyton has been involved in softball 4 years, Stuco 1 year, football manager 2 years, and boys basketball manager 2 years. After high school, Peyton plans to attend college and pursue a degree in psychology, especially specializing in sports and athletic training. Cody Spurlock. Cody is accompanied tonight by Coach Weaver. Cody's been involved in debate, forensics, wrestling, band, baseball, choir, musical, and scholars choir for 4 years. FPLA 2 years, Panther TV 1 year, and the play 1 year. After high school, Cody plans to debate at K-State while working towards a Juris Doctorate and Master's in Criminal Justice. Logan Stout. Logan is the son of Vicki and Amanda Stout. Logan's been involved in cross-country 2 years, wrestling 4 years, and track 4 years. After high school, Logan plans to attend the college for powerlifting for track. Ashley Teichman. Ashley is the daughter of Brian and Laura Teichman, accompanied by her father and her brother Blake. Ashley's been involved in cross-country 4 years, girls basketball manager 2 years, track 2 years, FPLA 1 year, soccer 1 year with plans to play in the spring, currently serves as a Farnborough ambassador for the 23-24 school year. After high school, Ashley will run cross-country and track at Pratt Community College. Skylar Wakefield. Skylar is the son of Ashley Baker. Skylar's been involved in football 4 years, basketball 4 years, and track 4 years. After high school, Skylar plans to attend Bethany College and play football. Madeline Welch. Madeline is the daughter of Stacy Welch. Madeline's been involved in cheer for 3 years. After high school, Madeline plans to attend college and pursue a degree or career in radiology. Macy Wiedemann. Macy is accompanied tonight by Mark and Amy Hall. Macy has been involved in band 4 years, tennis 3 years, track managing 3 years, Stuco 2 years, yearbook, and Panther TV 2 years. After high school, Macy plans to attend college, but is yet undecided on her major. It's a nice problem to have when you have so many seniors who you have to keep moving and moving down the line. Obviously, we're going to miss these seniors next year. They've been great leaders. They have stepped up and done the things that leaders do, and they are good people. We will be looking forward to see what you guys do in the future, and we will leave the light on for you. Thank you. Junior Panthers are all meeting in the lobby at this time. So let's get our Junior Panthers out in the lobby. And here comes the Panthers!
Action is set to begin in 12 minutes and 50 seconds here for the Nickerson Panthers versus Hillsboro. If you continue watching, right before the game is set to begin, we have a live performance of the Star Spangled Banner by Nickerson Magical Singers. Set to begin again in 12 minutes and 20 seconds.
feature tonight. We have our visiting Hillsboro Trojans versus our own Panthers. If you would all please rise to the hat, place your hand on your heart. We will have the Madrigals under the direction of Mr. Aaron Bird sing our alma mater. You don't have to put your hand on your heart for this one. We will have our national anthem. First from Hillsboro, 5'11" senior number 1, Lord Nickerson, 5'8" senior number 1, Jay Harris. For Hillsboro, 16 junior number 2, Seth Harris. For the Panthers, 5'7" senior number 2, Skyler. For the Trojans, 5'2" junior number 4, Lincoln Whippert. For the Panthers, 6' senior number 3, Rushawn Whippert. For Hillsboro, 16 junior number 5, Nickerson. For the Panthers, 6'3" junior number 4, Alex King. Rounding it out for the Trojans, the 6'4" junior number 13, Noah Beaver. And rounding out for the Panthers, a 6' senior number 5, Taylor England. Hillsboro coached by Kyle Murphy, assisted by Demetrius Fox and Hannah Cohen. Panthers are coached by Parker Bruce, assisted by Devin Maxwell and Ryan Steckline. Tonight's officials, Vernon Stair, Corey Woodward, and Wayne Burton.
We welcome you back here as action is set to begin in just a couple of moments. Alex King taking the tip here for the Panthers.
Alex King jumped too early for the ball, so we will re-jump.
Should mean energy is not going to be a problem tonight's game.
And Hillsboro starts with possession.
Number 4 for Hillsboro taking it down court here. That's number 4, Wishart. Sure passes over to 13. 13 over to 1. 1 over to 2. 2 into the paint. King able to collect the rebound.
Off of Hillsboro, retains to the Panthers. One thing that Coach Bruce said in his pregame show was he wants to get out and run because he believes that we can outrun this team. So we'll see if that happens. Wakefield to King. Back to Wakefield. King up, and the basket is good. No good. King will go to the line to attempt 2 shots.
Alex King goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Alex King is a 62.8% free throw shooter on the year. The second one is up, and it is good. The Panthers lead 1-0.
Number 1 for Hillsboro taking it down court here. Meets some Panthers on defense here as he passes it over to 1, it looks like. Sends it over to 2, puts it up for 2 points.
Wakefield bringing the ball down the court for the Panthers. Over to Heron. Heron with the dribble, but he travels.
That travel's going to send the ball back over to the Trojans. As number 5 looks to pass it in over to number 4 for Witcher. Guarded by Skylar Wakefield, drives it up court. Passes it over to number 2, Plinner. Number 2 sends 5 over to 1. 1 puts it up. It goes in. Shot's no good. As the foul happens beforehand. Number 1 sending the ball in for the Trojans. Number 1 sends it over. Passes it over to 2. 2 puts it up. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound, puts it in for 2.
Nickerson bring the ball up the court. It's Skylar Wakefield. Wakefield calling out an offense. England is running, cutting through. Over to Sean at the top of the key. Miscue by Alex King, almost overthrew Rashawn Walker. Rashawn Walker calling out a play. Jay Heron with the ball on the wing. To Rashawn Walker. To Alex King in the corner. Just cutting Skylar Wakefield, but just a little behind.
Miscommunication happens as 1 is able to take the ball back here for the Trojans. Takes it down court here. Looks to drive it up into the paint. Tosses it up. Shot's no good. Taylor England collects the rebound.
Alex King with the ball. Skylar Wakefield. Alex King with the ball screen. He rolls. No good. Jay drives. He goes up a little too strong.
1 collects the rebound here for the Trojans.
And turns the ball over. It has been a very sloppy first quarter by both teams as the Hillsboro Trojans lead 1-4. Wakefield is going to bring the ball across the court for the Panthers. Wakefield bringing the ball. Oh, drives. Looking for a 3. Looking for Taylor England, who has been very hot lately. Last game he had 22 points. He goes up and is not fouled.
As one collects another rebound for the Trojans here, takes it down court, actually passes it over to number 4. Number 4 sends it over to number 5, it looks like. Puts it to 13. 13 sends it back to 5. Tries to put the shot up, but pushes Sean out of the way to do so.
Nickerson going to the line to shoot 2.
Collects the foul. It's going to be 2 shot opportunities for number 5 here. Number 5 with no points on the night so far. Does have 1 foul. Puts his first shot in. It's going to be good. Puts the score of 1-5 as number 5 from Hillsboro, Dickens, tries to make this 6. He's able to do so.
Heron inbounding the ball to Wakefield. Wakefield bringing the ball. He has been the primary point guard tonight so far. Rashawn Walker up to the top of the key. Pump fake, dribble, kicks it to Jay. Jay loses the handle. Number 1 has been playing a great defensive game so far for the Trojans.
As he's taking it down court here, looks to drive it through the paint, passes the ball off.
3 seconds in the key is the call, which is a very great call by the official.
Yeah, it was pretty clear that he stumbled on the get from number 1 there, cost him the turnover. As Garrett passes it in to Wakefield down court.
Wakefield bring the ball up the court. Taylor England has been, here he goes, 4-3. It is just a little short.
Davis has shot a bit deeper, but these are no strangers to Taylor England, who's made several buzzer beaters from even that range and further, but also has a pretty impressive shot history with 3-point range. Fortunately, didn't help him this time. It's number 4 takes the ball down for the Trojans, able to escape Wakefield, passes the ball off to number 5. 5 over to 1, 1 to 13, over to 4. 4 passes into the paint to 1. 1 puts it up. It's no good.
Foul on number 1. It is his first foul of the game.
So Panthers able to take back possession here. Crosman passing it in for the Panthers. Looking like he's going to pass it over to Wakefield.
Taylor England on the year is a 43% 3-point shooter, which is a very good stat.
Especially considering the quantity of the amount of shots he takes.
That is very true. England driving. Kicks it to Crossman. Crossman looking. Alex King with the screen. Shooting. To Heron. He goes to Alex King, but the pass is tipped.
It's number 4 for the Trojans, able to get the ball here as they begin to take it down court. Tries to pass it off. Tipped off by a Panther. Gets hit out by the Trojans as Panthers take possession here. Number 10 coming in from number 1 here. Number 1 who's had a pretty solid game, especially on rebounds and turnovers. Wakefield taking the ball in for the Panthers.
Wakefield bring the ball across the timeline. England has been really looking for another shot. England to Crossman. Crossman dribbles, almost loses it. To Jay. His shot is up and it is no good. Great offensive rebound, or defensive rebound by Hillsboro. Turnover to Taylor England. He's bringing the ball up the court. He is carried by Taylor England. Turnover Nickerson. That is our 5th turnover of the first quarter, which is very costly in a game like this when it's close.
Taylor put in a lot of work to get that rebound just to turn it right back over as they get down court here. They were able to rebound from that as number 4 takes the ball down for the Trojans. Passes it over to number 6. Puts it over into the paint to 13. 13 looks to put it up, unable to get it.
Push on
Number 13, Noah Beavers, going to the line to shoot 2.
13 going to the line here.
Foul on number 4, Alex King. The fans did not really appreciate that foul that was called on Alex King, which I could totally understand.
It doesn't affect it too much as he completely misses his first shot. Panthers hoping he does it again here as 13's trying to turn his 0 points into 1.
Shot is up and it's good. The score is 1-7 with 2:39 remaining. Walker to inbounds the ball to Wakefield. Coach Bruce is calling out up. Double high ball screen to Crossman. To Walker back up the top of the key. The shot is up and it's long. Great offensive rebound. Jump ball possession there with Nickerson.
The ball stays with the Panthers.
Great hustle by Alex King and Taylor England.
Taylor England being a key player for this offense and defense here.
Crossman to Walker, back to Crossman, up to Walker, to King, back to Walker. Walker setting up an offense. To King, Taylor England cuts, push on number 4. That is Hillsboro's 3rd team foul. Number 4's first personal foul. Crossman looking to King. He gets up, goes back to Crossman in the corner, to Wakefield, to Walker, back to Wakefield. He dribbles to King in the corner. Shot is up and no good. Great look by Alex King. He is a
4 taking the ball down here, passes it over to number 0. 0 looks to put it up. This one rolls out as Taylor England collects the rebound, taking it down court for the Panthers now.
Taylor pushing the ball, like Coach Bruce said, looking to get a shot up here. The Panthers have struggled so far in this game. Off the Trojans. Good look by Rashawn Walker, just a little too late. Panthers running an inbounds play right here. Garrett Crossman calling it out. To Alex King in the corner. Ball is in play. To Rashawn Walker. Nickerson seems a little out of sorts. Gets the ball to Wakefield. He is calling out a play. Cut through. To Wakefield. His shot is up, and it is good! Skylar Wakefield, 4-3. Block on Skylar Wakefield.
4 tries to take it out there, but simply just runs into Wakefield.
That is Wakefield's second team personal foul, 4th team foul. With 1:12 remaining in the first quarter, your score is 7-4.
2 tosses it into number 4 here for the Trojans. Number 4, Witcher, passes it back over to 2. 2 sends it over to 25. 25 sends it to 0. 0 over to 2 at the top of the key, sends it over to 4. 4 puts it up for 3. It goes in, brings the score to 10.
England pushing the ball up the court. He dribbles, deflected by number 2.
Trojans retake the ball here, try to send this one up. Unable to have this one go in, but he will get 2 shots at the line.
Going to the line, shoot 2.
2 with 2 points on the night, looking to turn this into 4 here. Perhaps extend their lead 4-12. This 2 gets set for his first shot. The ball is up.
And it
is no good. Two looking for his second. This one also is no good as Taylor England collects the rebound, fumbles the ball, gets collected by 0. Double dribble, but the ball didn't go in anyways.
Nickerson inbounds the ball with 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Jay bringing the ball up the court. He is looking for Garrett Crossman, who's going to run under an elevator screen. It gets bumped through. Walker up to Crossman. His 3 is up, and it's good! Garrett Crossman, 4-3!
That's number 4 for the Trojans with the ball. Big pass over to number 10. 10 sends it across over to number 2. 2 sends it back to 4. 4 at the top of the key, passes it over to big man number 10. 10 back over to 2. 2 sends it into the middle. sends it back
Nickerson
out over to
needs
4.
to
4
run
puts it
up the
up.
court.
Ball's no good.
3.
Garrett Crossman with the rebound.
The
Sean
shot is
Walker
up
puts it
and
up.
just short. Nice try by Rashawn Walker.
Sean Walker trying to look like Taylor England there. Unfortunately, this ball does not go in. Not due to a lack of effort. Score 7-10 as the Panthers able to regain a lot of lost territory. Turning this into a closer game coming into the second quarter here.
From what I heard from Coach Bruce, this is what and where the Panthers want to be during this game. They want to keep it close, get out and run, and get a few offensive rebounds and second chance points, and they have to box out to be able to win this game.
Coming into the game, the Panthers knew that Hillsboro was going to be a physical team. Took them a little bit to get used to it, but hopefully they're able to catch the groove as some of these three-point shots are seemingly going in easy for the Panthers. Wakefield with one, Garrett Crosby with one, and Taylor England with one.
Yes.
Taylor's unable to connect, but the other two were good. Combine that with Alex's King, the foul shot from earlier brings us Panthers score to 7. Action set to begin here in just a few moments.
Riley Lamb checking in for the Panthers, as well as Garrett Crossman. You got this one. Trojans with the ball. Across court to number 1. Back to 2. Back to number 1. To number 2. He goes, drives in. Number 1 looking for a 3. Back door. The shot is no good.
Taylor England with the rebound here as he drives it down court. England looking for his opportunity, takes it into the paint, kind of gets pushed a little bit there, loses control of the ball. Nothing is called there. Trojans take it back down court.
Number
13.
1 with the ball. 3 in the key. This official has a very quick whistle, which I like.
Crosman tosses it in to Jay Herron. Herron taking the ball down here for the Panthers. Ends up at the top of the key. Creates movement over towards the right. Passes it over to Taylor England. England tries to drive it up there. Passes it over to Herron. Herron with a big pass over to Crossman. Crossman puts it to King. King back to Lynn, excuse me. Gets the ball over to Taylor England. England to King at the top of the key. Over back to England. England with a little toss over to King. King puts it over to Herron. Herron loses control of the ball as Trojans take possession here.
Trojans.
Taylor England takes that ball back. Taylor England left a little bit confused on the floor as he was tripped and pushed off into the side there. Ask the refs, what's going on? Crosman tossing the ball in for the Panthers here. Big toss over to Lynn. Lynn able to grab the ball back. Lynn with the pass over to Crosman, it looks like. Crosman looking to create some momentum here with the pass over to King. King at the top of the key with the pass over. Oh, excuse me, the pass over to Crosman. Crosman with his second 3 on the night. Ties this game right back up.
Hillsboro bringing the ball down the court.
Trojans able to get this shot off and draw the foul, it looks like. Zero with 0 points on the night and 0 fouls, able to keep his number clean.
The basket was counted as good, so number 0 has 2 points now.
We're going to turn this into a 3-point play here.
He missed it.
Crosman taking the ball down here as a few subs went in during that time. Dallas Yoder in for England, it looks like. Crosman over to Lynn. Lynn over to Yoder. Yoder left a little bit open, but his ball is rejected by number 1. Possession stay Panthers. Crosman. Big pass over to Dallas Yoder. Yoder fumbles the ball here. Kind of gets pushed off to the side here by number 1. Foul is called. Panthers keep possession. Could have been a pretty costly mistake over there by Yoder. Fortunately, Panthers able to keep possession of the ball here. Crosman throwing it in for the Panthers once again.
Jay looking to get the ball behind the court, but he is not open.
Passes over to Heron.
Coach Bruce almost had to burn his first time out of the half.
Heron takes the ball up. Passes it over to Yoder. Yoder drives it through the paint. Pass back to King. King loses control of the ball. Trojans able to take back possession here. Passes it up. Gets tipped by a Panther. Then gets put up. That's going to mark 2 points for the Trojans. Garrett Crosman with the ball, taking it down for the Panthers here. Passes it over to Heron. Heron towards the top of the key, over to Lynn. Then back to Heron. Heron over to Crosman. Crosman looking to create room there, puts it up, and that's going to be 2 points for Garrett Crosman.
He is playing a great first half. Now the Panthers are pressing, and the Trojans seem a little out of sorts. Coach Maxwell disagrees with the call that the official just called. Alex King, that is his
The shot went
foul.
in,
Checking back in for the
but the shot is ruled no good. Instead, going to make them prove it here with 2 shots from the free throw line. So number 0 looks to turn his 2 points on the 9 into 4.
Easton Shahan shooting 2.
First shot there is going to be good. Brings the score 12 to 15. Taylor England and Walker coming back onto the court in place of Garrett Crosman and Alex King. 0 looking to make a 4 for him on the night. Able to do so, brings the score 12 to 16 as Taylor England takes the ball down court here. Taylor England guarded by number 2 here. Looking to create some momentum, passes it over to Jeremiah Heron.
Heron, who has been a very great addition to the Panthers team this year.
Passes it over to Crosman. Crosman back to Heron. Heron looking to create a little bit of space here. Tries to give it a little pass to Lynn. Lynn Todd not looking.
Running the ball up the court, over to number 2, over to number 5. 2 numbers 0, 4 up. Sean Walker, great defense. Out to 0. He tries to drive in.
Crowd's really not liking these refs' decisions so far. It seems like the Panthers aren't able to catch a break here. It's everything that could go their way seems to be going the opposite direction.
Full timeout by Coach Bruce.
That's really what you got to do here is stop some of the momentum that they've been gaining here, especially after a few missed calls that the Panthers would argue should have been called. Taking a little bit of time to regroup, recuperate, and try to come up with a game plan coming into the final 4 minutes and 9 seconds of today's game. Today's half, excuse me, sorry. Quick shout out to the band tonight, directed by Mr. Eric Sidebottom. Be some of those seniors last time performing here at home, marking the end of a impressive 4 years for our band. Action set to begin here in just a couple of moments, starting with the foul shot from number 5.
Number 5, Max Nickerson shooting 2.
Number 5 with 2 shots on the night, 1 foul. I'm going to turn that into 7 points First one goes in and out, and it's no good. Five looking to turn this into 6 here. This time it goes in. Taylor England taking the ball down for the Panthers. Taylor England utilizes the screen set by Riley Lynn, tries to take it into the paint, puts it up, unable to collect. Trojans take possession of the ball here. Passes it over. Crosman able to grab the ball. Called out of bounds here. Still Trojans. Not due to lack of effort here. 25 coming in for 0. 25's first appearance onto the court here today is number 5. Set to toss in the ball for the Trojans. Puts it over to number 4. 4 for the Trojans. Big pass over to the left side of the key to number 5. 5 puts it up. It's no good. Riley Lynn on the rebound as he takes it down court here. A little bit of a cutback. Tries to take it into the paint. Loses control of the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It's still Panthers ball. Garrett Crosman tossing the ball in here for the Panthers.
Number 10, Anders Weisbeck, back in the lineup for Hillsboro.
10 coming in for number 5 here. Crosman looking to pass it in. Big toss over to Yoder. Yoder to Walker. Walker to Garrett Crosman. Crosman back over to Yoder. Yoder passes it over to Lynn. Lynn caught off guard here. Tries to put it up. Unable to keep control. 25 with the rebound here. Passes it over. Trojans drive it through. Tries to put it up. It's going to be called a foul here on Sean Walker, who's again left a little bit confused here. It's Walker's 3rd foul on the night. Now that first shot gets put up, and that's going to be good.
Jay Harriman in the ballgame.
Score 12-18. It's number 4 looking to turn this into 12-19. Shot goes up. And it's good. Taylor England taking the ball down for the Panthers here. It's bent by number 2. Tries to put the ball up. Unable to get there. Trojans take back possession of the ball. Drives it down court, number 4. Trojans over to 13. 13 unable to find a shot. Passes it over to number 2. 2 to 4. 4 for 3. And it's good. We'll score 12-22 here. Jeremiah Herron with the pass over to Crosman. Crosman trying to create a little bit of momentum here. Calls Riley to set the screen. Passes it over to Yoder. Yoder puts it in. 4-3. And I do believe that's Yoder's first varsity 3-point shot here at home. Trojans take the ball back, trying to respond here. Big pass over to number 2. 2 from the top, passes over to 4. 4 kind of left open here. Tries to drive it down into the paint. Able to get the 2. Panthers toss it in to Crosman. Crosman taking it down court. Meets number 10. Almost loses control of the ball. Passes over to Lynn. Lynn with possession. Lynn over to Jay. Jay passes it over to England. England still at the top. Passes over to Lynn. It goes right out of his hands. That's going to be out of bounds. Trojans ball. Yoder able to hit this one out. Still Trojans ball. Number 2 for the Trojans passes it in to number 4. 4 sends it back to 13. 13 over to 10. 10 with the pass to 25. 25 tosses it over to 4. 4 rolls it back into 10. 10 loses control of the ball here as Crosman's able to grab the rebound, or excuse me, the steal. Crosman passes it over to Yoder. Yoder sends it to Lynn. Lynn puts it up, unable to get it, but does draw the foul. Score here, 15-24. Riley Lynn from the free throw line. His first shot goes up and in. Puts the score here, 16-24. Now a 6-point game. Or excuse me, an 8-point game. Second shot also goes in. Trojans number 2 with ball. Big pass over to number 4. 4, big pass to 13. 13, big pass to 25. 25 puts it up for 2, and it's good. Crosman taking the ball down court here for the Panthers. Keeps a hold of it. Making his way cross court here. Passes it over to Lynn. Lynn looking for an opening. Passes it over to Crosman. Crosman passes it over to England. England takes it over to the top of the key. Passes it over to Crosman here. Crosman from the top of the key. Tries to take it over to the paint. Passes over to Yoder. Yoder unable to keep control of the ball. It's going to be a turnover here as number 25 for the Trojans looking to pass the ball in here as Panthers have moved to a full press. Ball goes in, sends it over to number 2. Number 2 tries to drive it through, loses a little bit of momentum there, passes it back over to 25. 25 over to 4. 4 taking it over to the top of the key, looking for these final seconds here. You don't want to allow the Panthers to be able to grab the ball back while they're still wanting to get this final shot. Jeremiah Herron able to make him trip. Sends it up, and it is no good. Trying for the buzzer beater, unable to get it. That brings us to halftime score, 17-26, as the Panthers are trailing. Go ahead and join us after half as we will continue the action.
Sit back and relax. We have not good cats tonight, but we have the big cats. We have the Nickerson cheerleaders.
Nickerson High School cheerleaders looking to do their halftime show here. Don't know if this one was included in the program, but always a welcome performance. Set to begin in just a couple moments.
These ladies work hard, do a lot of things for the athletes, and get the crowd comes up and going. I'd like to take an opportunity to introduce them to you. 2 freshmen, Ireland Clark. We have sophomores, Brooklyn Schneider, Emily Martinez, Amy Crossman, and Margaret Melton. Juniors, Liliana Hoffman, Jaylee Rowe, and our seniors, a lot of leadership here, Layla Arches, Amy Hall, Maddie Welch, David Williams, Mia Burrell, and Matthew Cooper. We have a little note from cheer coach to you ladies. I'm so proud of all you have done this season. Even though we learned this dance in a shorter time frame, you all worked so hard. To my seniors, I cannot even begin to explain how proud I am of every one of you. Being able to watch each of you grow into beautiful people and cheerleaders is truly been a gift. All of you are going to be truly missed. Tonight's dance was choreographed by Mayor Burrell. Good luck, ladies. Your music is on.
Special thanks to the Lady Panthers there with the cheer team. Begin action back into the second quarter in 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Saturday, Regional Wrestling at Annandale. Monday the 19th, Spring Sports Parent Meeting will be here in the Nickerson Minor Cafeteria at 6 o'clock. If you have someone going out for spring sport, you need to come get some information on the 19th at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, February 20th, basketball at Aspen.
welcoming back here as the third quarter is set to begin in just a couple of moments. Starting off early here with Alex King with 2.
Great start for the Panthers as they look to cut down the deficit.
Hillsboro's
with the ball. I'll be there next quarter. To number 1. It is up and good.
Wakefield taking the ball down here for the Panthers. Passes it over to King. King right back to Wakefield. Wakefield passes it over to King. King left open, tries to put it up, unable to get this shot in. Hillsboro's number 4 passes it over to Hillsboro number 5. Tosses this one up, no good. Panthers take the rebound as Crossman starts to take it down court here. Big pass to England. England almost loses control, tries to put it up, unable to make this one go in as Trojans take the ball back down court here. Trojans try to respond with one of their own, unable to get this one in either. England with the ball. England from the paint, tries to put it up for 2, and this time it is good. We're going to score 21-28 here.
Trojans bring the ball up the court. That's number 5, 2-13. 13 over to 4. The shot is up and no good. Nickerson misses the defense's rebounding, excuse me. Shot is up and it is good. Number 5.
England taking the ball down here for the Panthers. Brings it over to the top of the key. Pass over to Sean Walker. Sean Walker looks over to give it to Alex King. King from the top passes it right back to Walker. Walker over to Crosman, number 15. 15 right back to Walker. Walker over to Wakefield. Wakefield over to England. England takes it into the paint, tries to put it up for 2, unable to get it. Panthers keeping possession here.
Looks like Nickerson's going to run slide here, which is a great inbound play.
Number 0, Easton Shanahan. Back is Frozen Hunter.
Ball's looking to go to Wakefield or King probably. Maybe England if he gets open back there. Yep, sends it over to King in the corner. Passes it over to Walker. Walker from the top of King with the pass over. Wakefield. Wakefield puts it up, able to get in. Garrett able to get the offensive rebound, puts it up for 2, and it is good. Brings the score 23-31. Trojans number 0. Passing it back and forth with 4. Back over to 0. 0 puts it into the paint with 13. 13 passes it over to 4. 4 looks to put it up, but passes it off instead. Trojans number 2 tries to put it up. Eventually is able to.
Nickerson is going to have to start rebounding on the defense end, only giving up one shot or it's going to get out of hand.
Skylar Wakefield with ball near the top of the key. Passes it over to Sean Walker. Sean Walker back over to Wakefield. Wakefield trying to draw something up on offense here. Passes over to King. Wakefield sets a screen. Passes it over to Crosman. Crosman over to Wakefield. Wakefield tries to bounce past King. Loses footing here. Falls down as the refs call the foul here. Panthers keep possession. As it's tipped off here, actually. Sorry, excuse me. Garrett Crosman tossing it in for the Panthers here. This time to England. England with the pass over to Crosman. Crosman passes over to Sean Walker. Walker right back to Crosman. Crosman looking to create a little bit of space here. Passes it over to King in the corner. King in the corner puts it over to England. England from the logo creates a little bit of space here. Drives it in the paint. Tries to put it up for 2. Unfortunately unable to make this one goes in as Trojans number 4 takes the ball back. Big pass over to Trojan number 5.
Number 5 with the ball. Into number 13, and he misses it. Up to number 4, he misses that shot. Great defensive rebound by Alex King. Turnover, Nickerson.
Number 110.
That is their 9th turnover of the game so far. Nickerson is going to need to clean it up to be able to stay in this game. Trojans bring the ball to the court. Number 4 to number 5. 5 to 13. Back to number 4. Inside to number 2. Out to 4. 5 pump fake dribbles. Into 4. He goes up. The shot is no good. Foul. Coach Bruce is very upset with the way the Panthers are playing defense right now.
Turning it over the ball means more than just losing possession, it's losing momentum. And if the Panthers are going to want to decrease this 10-point deficit here, they're going to need to end Trojans' momentum.
That's correct. And also, turnovers lead to points.
Some subs go in, 5 and 13 out in their place, 25 and 10. For second point is good here. Sends the lead by 11. Wakefield take the ball down here for the Panthers. Wakefield passes over to King. Walker with the ball. Walker takes it down to the middle, passes over to King in the corner. King over to Sean. Walker passes it over to Jay. 30-second timeout called. 30-second timeout called by the Nickerson Panthers here as the score reads 23-34 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. The game's still within the Panthers' grasp here, as long as they cut down on a few of the mistakes that they've been making, especially the turnovers. Panthers still stand a chance in today's matchup.
This Saturday, February 17th, boys regional wrestling in Lansdale. February 22nd through 24th, boys and girls state wrestling at Savannah House. Get your calendars marked.
The announcement just made. Regional wrestling in Andale on Saturday. This action is beginning once again here. Crosman for the Panthers take the ball in. Big pass over to Wakefield, who's taking it down court now. Wakefield, number 2 for the Panthers. It's over to the top. Passes it to King. King with a pass over to Walker at the top of the key. Walker tries to put it up for 3. Unable to get this shot, goes in as it's long. Trojans collect the rebound. Proceed to lose control of the ball here as Panthers are able to retake possession. The Panthers want a shot in this game. They're going to need to be able to capitalize off of mistakes here. Crosman passes over to number 2. Unable to capitalize. Ref calls it back in favor of the Trojans. Riley Lynn coming in for Sean Walker.
Sean has 4 fouls to start with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Trojans over to 4. 4 over to 2. 2 passes it to 0. 0 back to 4. 4 puts it up for 3. It is good. Brings the score 23-37. Panthers take the ball down here as Wakefield looks to drive it up. But
Number 5,
looks like the refs call it
Hillsboro, but
out on Hillsboro. A little bit of communication happening here. Crosman tossing the ball in for the Panthers. Passes over to King. King able to use his vertical there, get the ball. Unfortunately, puts it up, and the shot's no good as Trojans are able to recollect the rebound. 10 ends up with the ball down court, passes it over to number 5. 5 sends it over to 0. 0 takes it up the paint, tries to put it up for 2. Unable to get this to go in. Panthers collect the rebound here as Crossman taking it down. Crossman over to Jeremiah Herron. Herron right back to Crossman. Crossman sending it over to King. King over to a wide open Riley Lynn, who's unable to connect the three-point shot here. Trojans take back possession of the ball. About 1 minute and 40 seconds left in today's game as 0 for the Trojan has the ball at the top of the key here. Passes over to 4. 4 over to 5. 5 with a cross-court pass. Over to 0. 0 over to 5.
Double foul on Skylar Wakefield at number 10.
England coming in for Jeremiah Herron here. Number 5 for the Trojans, looking to throw the ball in here. Number 5 tosses it into 0. 0 right back to 5. 5 over to 4. 4 passes it over to 0. 0 looking to take it up, actually passes it over to number 10. 10 sends it over to 5. 5 looks to drive it through the paint, puts it up for 2, and it is good. Leads the score 23-39 as this game is getting out of the Panthers' grasp. Crosman takes the ball down, passes it over to Lynn. Lynn with the pass over to King. King right back to Lynn. Lynn over to Wakefield. Wakefield with the big pass over to Alex King, it looks like. King in the corner. Passes it over to England. England looking to take this ball up. Decides to pass it back over to King. King with the pass over to Lynn. Lynn looks to put it up. Tipped off by a Trojan. The Trojans able to collect the defensive rebound here. Number 0 taking it down court. Passes it over to number 10. 10 sends it over to 0. 0 over to 5. 5 sends it to 4. 4 looking for 3, and it is good. Panthers looking for the last shot here. Skylar Wakefield puts it up, unable to go in. Hillsboro collects the rebound. Looks to toss it off, but gets tipped off by a Panther, able to block the last second shot. 23-42, and the Panthers are in very, very dangerous territory right now. 23-42, losing by 19 points as we are set to begin this fourth quarter. The action's only a couple of moments away from beginning again here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes left on the clock, 23-42. The Panthers have more than a little deficit to climb here. Begin the fourth quarter, Trojans are going to have possession of the ball as number 5 for the Trojan is going to be looking to pass it in. Trojan moving the ball around a little bit here. 5 over to 1. 1 looking around. Big pass gets tipped off by a Panther. Trojans keep possession here. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. 43 seconds left on the clock here. Trojans try to drive this one up for 2. This one connects, brings the score 23-44. Wakefield with the ball for the Panthers, taking it down court here. It's a cutback pass to Crossman. Crossman up for 3, and it connects. Trojans number 1 taking it down court here. Passes it over to 2. 2 sends it to 5. 5 looking around. Sends it over. Trojans put it up. This shot's unable to connect as Riley Land's able to hit the defensive rebound. Passes it over to Crossman. Crossman to Wakefield. Wakefield looks to go into the paint with it. Passes it out to England. England loses his footing for a second. England with ball over at the top of the key. Passes over to King. King puts it up for 3, and this connects. Takes the score 29-44 as the Panthers are still trying to get rid of this deficit. Number 1 for the Trojans sends the ball over. Number 5, 5-2, 2-4. 4 over to 1 in the paint. 1 puts it up, unable to get the first shot, puts it up again, unable to get the second shot. Trojans still able to keep the rebound here. 4 puts it up for 3 this time, unable to get that shot either. Still able to get the rebound here, sends it over to 2 near the top of the key as the Trojans are trying to recuperate. Passes it over to 13. Number 10 coming in for 13 here. Trojans try to send it up once again. Doesn't go in, but does draw the foul. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game as number 5 is looking to turn his 8 points into 10. First shot is good. Second shot does not go in. Panthers able to collect the rebound as Crosman passes it over to England. England to Wakefield. Wakefield tries to drive it up, sends it up for 2, able to get the 2, and looks to turn this 2 into a 3. Skylar Wakefield, who's 63% from the free throw line this year. Trying to turn his 5 points here into 6. Shot goes up, and it's good. Skylar's still a reliable free throw shooter here. Trojans begin with pass it into 4. 4 right back. Sends it over to number 1, it looks like, who put it up. That's going to be good for the Trojans. Panthers lose possession of the ball here as it goes back in the backcourt. Trojans with the ball here. 2 sends it over to 4. 4 sends it to 1 in the paint. 1 right back to 2. 2 tries to send it off for a 3. Unable to connect this one. Crosman with the rebound here. Crosman taking it down court for the Panthers. Looks around. Tries to put it up. Gets fouled. Travels in the process. Ball goes back to the Trojans as Panthers once again lose possession here. Trojans, big mistake here. It's going to give Panthers back possession of the ball. 5:21 remaining here. Crosman passes it in to Wakefield. Wakefield taking the ball down for the Panthers. at the top of the key. Passes over to Crosman. Crosman to England. England looks to put it up for 3. Unable to have this one connect. Number 4 for the Trojans, able to collect the rebound. Sends it over to number 1. Number 1 taking the ball down for the Trojans here. Sends it over to 10. 10 right back over to 4. 4 sends it to 0. 0 over to 1. 1 to 10. 10 to 1. 1 left wide open. Tries to put in the 3. Unable to connect this one as it's long. 1 collects his own rebound here. Sends it over to 10, who sends it back to 2. 2 to 4. 4 over to 1. 1 sends it over to 0. 0 over to 2. 1 ends up with the ball in the paint. Tries to drive forward for the 2. Unable to get it there. Looks like he double dribbled. Or, excuse me, 3 seconds in the lane. Wakefield with the ball. Wakefield looking around here. Passes over to Yoder. Yoder over to Crosman. Crosman right back over to Yoder. Yoder to 4. 4 King. King over to Crosman. Crosman tries to pass it over to King. A little bit of miscommunication happens as Panthers lose possession here. Trojans take back the ball here. We have number 4 taking it down. Number 4 with 21 points in the night, putting on a clinic for the Panthers. 0 ends up with the ball. 0 over to 4. 4 right back to 0. 0 over to 1. 1 0. Trojans try to put it up, unable to do so. King collects the rebound and hands it off to Yoder. Yoder over to England. England takes it down for the Panthers. England looks for a 3, unable to make this one connect as it's a little bit short. Trojans collect the rebound. Number 0 passes it to 1 right before a 30-second timeout is called for the Trojans. Leaves 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock here. Action set to begin here. Trojans ball coming out of this out of this timeout. Number 2 in for the Trojans. Tosses it over to number 4. 4 hands it off to 2. 2 guarded by Wakefield, passes it over. 0. 0 to 13. 13 to 10. 10 to 4. 4 looks to drive it up a little bit. Bounce passes it over. Panthers take possession of the ball here. Wakefield looks to drive it into the paint a little bit, puts the ball off, unable to have this one connect. 10 collects the rebound, sends it over to 4 for the Trojans. Looks to send it into the 2. Unable to have this one connect either as Jeremiah Herron collects the rebound, sends it over to Crossman. Crossman tries to bounce pass it over to Lynn. 10 with the steal. Try to put this one up for 2. Shots ruled no good. But it looks like 13 is going to be going to the line. 13 with 3 points on the night, trying to turn this into 5 for him. First shot is good. Second shot bounces off here. Panthers collect rebound, but unfortunately lose control, sends it right back to the Trojans. Trojans 13, sends it over to 10, 10 over to 0. Jay guarding 10 here. 10 tosses it off to 13. 13 with the bounce pass into the paint. Trojans put it up for 2. And that's going to be good. Brings the score 32-50. Crosman with passes over to Yoder. Yoder back to Crosman. Crosman tries to put it up for 3. This time he's not able to connect. Foul called on, it looks like, Crosman here. One minute and 57 seconds left in today's game. 32-50 as the Panthers are trying to climb this deficit. Zero tosses the ball in for the Trojans. Over to number 4. Ford looks to put it up in the paint. Shot goes in, but it's caught no good.
Lincoln Wicker to shoot 2.
4. Unable to connect this one. 4 with 23 points on the night. Looking to turn this into 24 right here. Unable to connect this second either. They are able to collect the rebound. The Panthers are going to unfortunately foul him here.
Noah Beavers will shoot 2 free throws.
This time sending 13 to the line. 13 with 4 points in the night. Only 1 foul. Sends it up. It goes in clean.
Alex King returning to the lineup as well as number 11,
Jeremiah Heron, Skylar Wakefield leaving the court for perhaps their final time at a home game. Nickerson. In their place, Trent Woods and Alex King, 2 juniors. Yoder able to keep the ball into play here, sends it over to Crosman. Crosman takes it down court, passes it over to Woods. Woods with 2 points. Woods not seeing a lot of varsity time here, able to put in 2 points. Should be a big player next year on the varsity lineup. Trojans take the ball here, number 4. Looking at Crosman. Sends it over to 25. 25 over to 13. 13 with a little handoff to 10. 10 over to 0. 0 to 25. Back over to 10. Over to 25. Over to 13. Guarded by Trent Woods here. Passes the ball off to 4. 4 to 13. 13 tries to drive it into the paint. Tries to pass it over to 25. Unable to connect there. This ball goes way out of bounds.
number 21, Owen Dalton.
Looks like both teams are sending their subs here. 34-51, 56.1 seconds left here. Clock is running as Crosman's taking the ball down, trying to decrease the deficit a little bit. Yoder with ball, sends it over to Crosman. Crosman tries to put it up for 2, gets fouled, and makes the 2 points. Fortunately, with only 39.8 seconds left, most of these points are just going to be for a little bit of damage control, as Crosman still goes to the line. Garrett Crosman, 78.9% from the free throw line. And he makes another. No surprise there. Trojans are going to be taking the ball down here. 0 over to 21. Wouldn't be surprised if they just run clock here. They have plenty of time to do it. 22 over to 10. 10 over to 0. 0 holding the ball here. 22 seconds left on the clock. 0. Bounce it around near the top. Gets a little bit distracted there. 10 able to keep the ball in play for the Trojans. Less than 10 seconds remain. Trojans hold out the ball here for the final seconds. Final score 37-51 as the Nickerson Panthers fall to 4-14, and the Trojans are now 10-7 on the year. second quarter, unable to keep the tie as the deficit just grew and grew, leading the final score 37-51. As Nickerson Panthers lead for their final home game. They'll be on the road this Friday against Hoisington. Stay with us in around 10 to 15 minutes and you'll be able to hear a post-game interview with head coach Bruce.
All right, guys, thank you for watching the game. I'm now here with Coach Bruce. Coach Bruce, what are your thoughts on the game?
I got a lot of thoughts right now. I thought there were some things that we did really well. I thought there were some times in the game that we fought back well and started going on some runs. But just like we always talk about, our big message this week is basketball players make basketball plays. And I just felt as though tonight, they had the upper hand on our side. And, I told the boys I was a little upset with, senior night for the aspect of let's send these guys out on a high note. And I just felt like we didn't bring the energy necessary to compete with a group such as Hillsboro. And that was kind of the big thing all night was our energy levels just we're not there. But I thought we did some really good things. I thought we rebounded a lot better than the last 2 games. But at the end of the night, you got to have energy and intensity.
Yes. Also, some things that you think that need to be fixed for the upcoming game on Friday at Hoisington.
Something that we try to get our guys to understand is, you can't have a reaction to anything and everything that happens, whether it goes your way or doesn't go your way. And I felt like tonight we immediately off the jump reacted to every single thing that happened instead of just going out and playing ball. This is a 4-quarter, 8-minute game, or 8-minute 4-quarter game, and you just don't have time to react to everything. You just got to go put your head down and go play to the next play.
Yes.
So that's kind of that.
I saw Hillsboro had a great game plan for. Hillsboro had a great game plan for Taylor, but I will say that Garrett Crossman stepped up tonight for us.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job at playing physical with Taylor, coming off ball. He does a great job coming off ball and coming off ball screens and shooting the ball well. And they took him right out of that, and they, props to them. We tried calling some things to free him up, but, we struggled executing on the screen side and setting things up. And, yeah, shout out to Garrett Crossman. He needed a game like that. Last year, for the first few games, his sophomore career, he was in a big slump, and he kind of hit that same slump here these last 4 or 5 games. And so this was a big coming out party for him, scoring, I believe it was 15 points, hitting some big threes, had a nice finish there at the end. And also being not only a defender, but he did a great job on the glass tonight for an undersized guard. And that was something that we desperately needed. So, hopefully we get Taylor back to norms and get Skylar going a little bit, get Alex going a little bit, and then Garrett just keeps his play up.
Yep. What are your thoughts on Friday's game at Hoisington?
It's the same thing that you see throughout the Central Kansas League, and you're going to be going into every single game playing a physical game. And if we don't, get that into our mindset of, okay, we're going to have to go battle physically and mentally for 4 quarters, it could be rough. But I think, Hoisington has a great group. They're consistently solid, and they have a great athletic program. They have a great weight room culture, and we're going to have to go in, and we're just, again, basketball players. You're going to need to make basketball plays.
Yes.
So I'm excited for it.
What are your thoughts on how you're going to handle Caden Hoffman in the paint?
Cade Hoffman, he's a unit. Going on to play for Hays State football. He was a first-team All-League defensive lineman. Very physical kid. I think we're going to have some issues with him inside, and hopefully, get him into early foul trouble and maybe some 3-second calls. But ultimately, against a kid with that type of size, you want to try to get out and run as much as you can and try to beat him down the court.
Yes.
So I think if we can get that done well and get that done early and gas him out and maybe get him into some foul trouble, that'd be big. And as well as trying to stop the Tony Moore and Mason Martin kid, those would be the other 2 focal points defensively. So.
All right. Well, thank you and best of luck.
Yep. Thanks.